Hello YouTube community, I'm James Blinken and you're watching The Culturalist. Let's get into it. You know, Republicans like saying anything they want so they could get their way. They will even go so far to say mask wearing is unconstitutional. Let's talk to a politician about this. And more now. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. You know, politics have been toxic right now. I'm not sure you know about that, but you should know. The last president, who I won't name again on this show, was really horrible and pushed people to the extremes, like at the Capitol and supporters of his not accepting an election in a democracy. You know, the usual. But mind you, it's of course not just the people who support that person, but it's also his fellow Republican counterparts who I'm convinced have no souls. From people like Lindsey Graham, who I'm convinced was castrated to defend the president at all costs. And then recently, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is crazy. Take a look.
I think that the California wildfires were caused by Jewish space lasers.
Okay, I'll admit, that was an SNL parody of her. But it's true what she actually said. It's nuts. You know, it's nuts what all these Republicans say. For example, saying mask wearing is unconstitutional, resulting in the GOP repealing the mask mandate in Wisconsin. Thankfully, to keep everyone safe, a new mask mandate was issued, which is good. But what is the limit to these politicians saying this or that or limit their constitutional right, whatever? What is and isn't unconstitutional? Like, I'm even confused about it because Republicans are confusing me about it, okay? So, here is a message from a politician that probably doesn't know anything about the matter. Try to survive. Hello there. My name is Randall Johnson, and I'm an independent state senator for the region of Ladio. And if you don't know what that is, just run with it, I'm here today to tell you that the things that are happening to this beautiful country are just dead wrong. Saying things are constitutional, non-constitutional matter, that's crazy. That's like me saying white chocolate should be unconstitutional because it sucks and it does not have cocoa. If I did that, my behind would be kicked to the nearest curve. Now today, I have a few issues that I need to discuss that should not be up for debate. Topics that are 100% in our constitutional rights, alright now? Number one, pants should no longer be needed when you go out in public. It will make all the parts and pieces below yonder sweaty and stuff, and that's just dead wrong, uncomfortable. So pants and any clothing below the waist is no longer a legal matter as it goes against constitutional rights. So as a result, I'm happy to tell the Little League coaches around the country, you're welcome. Yeah. I got your bag and I got your pants. And number dos, I see no problem with cockfights. If one of those chickens die in a fight, that's dinner. Yeah, I guess it can be harmful, but there is a good side to it, at least for us humans there. And there does not have to be death involved, like all animals fight. Us humans make sport out of it. And in all cases, it could be the same way with cockfighting. As a result, I think it's a constitutional right to allow cockfighting. Don't ask where the microphone came from, just run with it. Number three, public urination. There should be no judgment about taking a squat in a bush. If needed, go crazy. Nature calls when nature calls. And nobody should have a problem with that. And I'm not even sure if public urination is completely illegal, but I know people don't like what I'm doing. But hey, it's my bodily right, meaning it's my constitutional right, like everything else I said today. Thank you. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm the Randall, that's what people call me, and I'll talk to you folks soon. Out yonder. Shalom. Okay, that was weird, but when are politicians not weird, right? Besides the point, I know I said I won't mention the last president's name, but we have to talk about the letter he just sent into SAG, okay? The former president and quote-unquote movie star, which he talks about in the letter, and he also calls The Apprentice a show, which I never watch or care about, the most successful show in television history, which is just, wow, okay. His attitude at the start of the letter is even better. He says, I write to you today regarding the so-called disciplinary committee hearing aimed at revoking my union membership. Who cares? And he's right, nobody cares. But knowing the former president, he wants people to care. So he's now sad that we don't care. Continuing. Now, this is a registration letter from SAG-AFTRA, but with no class. He keeps going, saying, I also greatly helped the cable news television business, said to be a dying platform with not much time left until I got involved in politics, and created thousands of jobs at networks such as MSDNC. Yes, he misspelled MSNBC. Wow. Continuing. And fake news CNN, among many others. We must all have different definitions of greatly helped. Like, I think he greatly helped fueled Americans' alcohol and drug consumption the past 4 years. Trump continued by saying, which brings me to your blatant attempt at free media attention to distract from your dismal record as a union. Your organization has done little for its members and nothing for me, besides collecting dues and prompting dangerous, un-American policies and ideas as evident by your massive unemployment rates and lawsuits from celebrated actors. Wait a minute! That man should say nothing about lawsuits because he literally made lawsuits. He has a whole Wikipedia page on lawsuits. Look at it! Let's continue. He then points to these policy failures as a reason he does not want to be associated with SAG-AFTRA, saying they did nothing for him. Okay, listen, I don't know as much as I should about SAG-AFTRA, but I bet they are relieved. I would be. I cannot believe someone like 45 would have this much attitude right now. But I guess some things don't change. But thank God we have a new president, and I know that infuriates him, and I'm happy about that. And that's our show for today. Until our next encounter, I'm James Blinken. This has been The Culturalist. Stay safe.